Hello guys, and welcome to episode 19 of my Ymir multiplayer series. So, I've come on the Monday, not the Monday morning, sorry, I'm talking about the Saturday morning. The Saturday morning, so it hasn't been full 24 hours since I recorded last night, but it's obviously been the 10 hours or whatever that I've been away. So, we can see up here, two techs, which is the transaction tracking, so again, we haven't unlocked anything from that right now, but what that has done is free up our officials again. And we've got storage hauling, so again, two that I'm not particularly interested in. We do have enough research points to speed up liquid metals. Actually quite a lot, because it's only 76 off. With a 98% chance, let's do that. Brilliant. So we've got metal casting as well. So that is then all of these upgraded. They do cost 2 axes each, but you can see that we've now got 13 axes. I also did upgrade some of these houses. Only about 5 axes worth, but we do now have enough. And also look, either they've simply taken their orders off, or what I assume is the correct answer is they've actually been paid off, or fulfilled, I should say. So all those axe orders have actually gone down, so maybe we can start placing axe orders again at like 17 coins. But you can see here, we produce our axes for 11.6, so again, yes, it disrupts the MUV, because you can see here, it's costing, well, they're making like, what would it be? I think it would be 11.6 coins they make up here in sales, but they only produce like 4.1 wealth. So it does upset our MUV, and you can see how poorly our MUV is doing at the moment, 1.268. And actually, our loyalty isn't keeping up anymore because our population is growing so much. We're now going to 53 conflicts, but down to 27 loyalty. So I do need to increase bribes. Or I could increase forced labour, or decrease forced labour, sorry, because you can see here the inefficiency starting to creep in, and that is based off of population size. I wanted to double check, is it based off of forced labour going up, or is it based on population size? And it's purely based off population size. So simply becomes inevitable that your population is going to get too big for forced labour, and it will start to have inefficiency. It's only 7, so you can see there, it's only, what would that be, about 2% waste of it, but that is still 2% waste. But the problem is, even if we decrease forced labour, it's still going to have that 2% waste. So we are making so much money. Now look, we've got 3,500 coins. That's not even in, that was with like 12 hours of official waste and doing tech as well. And we've still, in less than like 10 hours, or sorry, not less than 10 hours, in about like 14 hours, gone up by almost 2,000 coins. Not even in 24 hours. That's how much money we're making at the moment, guys. Say that the big players are probably earning like 5,000 coins every day. I don't know, but we're definitely doing pretty good. And 15th place still. We're now actually no, sorry, we were 16th place, weren't we? So now we've gone up to 15th place. We're catching up to these top people here. After that, though, guys, it does seem like we can't catch up. All of these people are nations. What's the word? They're like consolidated nations. So it will be where multiple players have joined together. So the seat of Haman, our neighbour, he's actually joined with another neighbour to form a 4,800 score group, and he's actually in 2nd place. The degeneracy of Cario, the best players on the server at the moment, they're 2 players each with over 4,000 score. So yeah, they're doing great, like 4,000 score solo, but combined, they've got over 8,000 score, which is incredible. So yeah, we won't ever compete in score unless we merge with other players. But I've decided I want to keep this series quite peaceful. Nice little classic, well I say classic, I've never done one series before on YouTube, but classic to me, because I always play Ymir, or used to at least, play Ymir quite peaceful. Apart from that one time where I declared war on my neighbour. But anyway, let's forget about that, that was about 2 years ago. So I like to play it nice and peaceful, and I want to keep that the same while I'm learning, again, just getting back into the new updates, what's been changed, learning the game. I just want to keep it a bit more peaceful. Not bother about trying to play for score or anything like that. We'll keep that for another series. So if you're interested in me trying to actually win an Ymir game, which will be brand new for me as well, stay tuned. Series to come. I'm gonna, learn from these series and then hopefully put it to the test. A few more things. We can see here that the slums are actually appearing because we're running out of houses. So I can put some more houses in here. And at the same time, I want to upgrade some of our butchers. And the houses are more important. And how many slums are there? I see 5 there. I think it's just 5. So we'll get We will get 5 in. That then leaves us 8 axes. Oh no, there is actually. Oh, then there is actually more there. Okay, we'll ignore them for now. We've got 5 houses being built. I want to just see. I'll upgrade just one. How long does it take to upgrade? 4 minutes. And that's with builders as well. Dear Lord. I just want to see how much of a difference it makes, because we can compare it now, like to like. Actually, no, it does have a slight penalty due to the padded armor artisan. We could speed that up, but I don't want to speed that up because that's not a particularly useful one. I'll leave that one for now. We can see because they've both got that 0.1 artisan effect. It balances out, it's equal, so it's not a major issue. Going back to my previous point about the axes, we make them for 11.6 coins. That's what we buy them in for. But they do cause negative MUV, but the MUV is already pretty trash, so do you know what? I'm sort of past that point. We've got so much money that I can up the bribes with what I was going to do. So let's go to political bribes. Let's just be safe and up it by quite a bit. Let's go to... I want to go to 30. I'm going to go to 30. So that's an extra 15 coins. Remember, we've got 3 oligarchs, so 5 coins each. That's 15. But let's just see them go to maybe about 42. 43? No, probably about 40... 44, 45. Mass was not it then. Either way, we've got that going on. I just want to buy in some axes. To be honest with you, totally honest, I want to buy in some axes because while we do... Oh god, they're actually starting to beat us on copper ore as well now. So we're probably losing a little bit on the copper ore market. But I just need axes. And remember, I've got rocks out, which hasn't got... It's only got, I think it's got 9 houses. I'm going to need another 150 houses like we've got here later on. So I'm going to need another 150 axes. I still got to upgrade all these houses here. I still got to build more houses here for all the new slums. Then I want to upgrade all my butchers. You see what I mean? I need like 250 axes, maybe even 300 if we include everything we need to do with Rocktown as well. So I feel making just 5.6 per turn, or per tick, it really is not quick enough. And I've got all this money. Look at this, 3,500. So I think I need to start placing some orders. So let's place... not really buying in it, but actually no, he's got an automatic order. So let's cancel my order. Oh, no, this is for Rocktown, so we can't actually cancel it. But let's just ask for 50 axes at a price of 16. That would cost me 800 coins, but hopefully that will be fulfilled. For those 50 axes, we can then, you know... Oh, here we go. So let's actually have a look. It's been quite a while since I've actually used these. So, oh, that's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. It's actually double, or just under double. That is huge, 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 huge. So, it's gone from 2.4 meter 1.6 to 4.6 and 2.9. And then, yeah, almost double the amount of buffalo. So, that is huge for us, guys, because if it's almost double, that means I can basically halve the number of butchers I need. And there are only 2 jobs per butcher, but that still means that I can save, what would that be, 9 jobs, 10 jobs I can save, which then means I can allocate to somewhere else, with more jobs already coming in. Like, we've now only got 10, but yeah, I've got some more demand for food, so let's just keep upping the food. This one here, for lettuce, chickpeas, where is chickpeas? Chickpeas 4, then the turnips and all of these prices going up again, because now that we've got more people, more demand again, it's pushing the price up. So we're going to keep that at 8 for now. Pottery, it's gone up, they want more, and obviously I could squeeze stuff like pottery to squeeze the price up, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to fulfill as much there is demand, because I just genuinely want the live quality bonuses from pottery. So here's pottery. Leather clothes. So leather clothes, we're still massively oversupplying it, and actually we've got a wholesale price down to 2 now. I've got 2 sit points again. As I checked last night with you guys on the recording, I don't actually have any markets I can go into to get more live quality or any more imports from, but I think the leather clothes, going into that final leather clothes butch. So let's just do a quick comparison, so we can see that we use up 20.7 leather, and we produce 30, or just about 30 leather clothes. So let's do a quick little test. see what the difference is. It's going to take a little bit of time just to sort of like register that. I'll come back in a second when that is updated. Okay guys, so putting that into it, we can actually see now, extremely surprisingly, not 100%, but now leather's gone down in consumption. That is very confusing. I know you will be saying, well, yeah, look, they get the material percentage going down, but that's not how it should work, because we get 20% efficiency, so we're making 20% more product, but we only get a 10% decrease in the amount of materials. So basically you get 10% material, like, it should go up by 10% the amount of material we're using, but actually we've gone down. It's not like we're maintaining stock. We've got 48 here and 27 maintained stock, so that's very surprising, but really good. We can see here that level close has gone from 29.6 to 33.3. I just don't think it's been updated properly, because the price is also staying at 2, but because it's becoming more efficient, we should see the price go down. But we're making more wealth per place now. We're making 20 wealth. Before, I think we were making about 18 or maybe 19. So it has gone up, and we are making more clothes. I'm just a little bit unsure why the price hasn't gone down and why this has actually gone down, but I'm sure it will sort itself out in a moment. So in the meantime, we can look at some other things. And axes, we already made some sales already at 16. So 16, I'm very happy to spend at 16, because previously I was spending at 15.5, so it's 0.5 coins more. I'm not going to lose sleep over that. And that's a good supplement then, because we're getting sort of our residual axe production up to get 5.6 axes per tick, which is enough that actually in a full day, there's 16 ticks in a day. That would be, I can't even do the maths, but that would be like 80, probably 80 axes, around that, 70, 80. So we are getting a nice amount per day that we save. Again, if we're buying them at 16, we save about 4.4 coins. So it's nice. And then when we've got so many jobs that we're saving now, because like, look, this number is actually catching up with that amount. So we've got, and with all the jobs we're going to save here, like, we really can afford to get workers here. And actually, again, like I said, it makes us a decent bit of money. So while we're here, let's upgrade these butchers. I'm going to say with just the upgraded 6 for now. Then I'm going to delete these ones, because I do not want people working in these out-of-date butchers anymore. Don't want it. So if we need to build more butchers, that's absolutely fine. I'll just replace them with the upgraded ones. But we'll delete those out-of-date ones. Now I've got 7 axes, and we need more houses. So let's just get more houses here. So that should be hopefully our slum situation fixed. But now that we know we're on the edge of running out of houses, we're literally just building enough houses to sort of fill all these slum families. So once these families are filled, any more families that appear in the village are going to go immediately into slums. So we do actually need to do some sort of preemptive house building, which we can't do right now. We don't really have enough axes. But look how many jobs we've got. Now our low jobs are filled in. Like this trader is filled in there, which means all our regular jobs are back. So that's how I know we're running out of, like, look, our low soil miners have got 3 workers in it. Low soil miners, 1 worker, 3 workers. Like, we really are actually running out of jobs to put these people in. But I did say I'd get mud brick working back. And actually, when I've got 165 mud bricks, I'm going to set these to regular. We do fill the mud bricks first. And then it is annoying though when you've got, there should be, again, I know that like you can put the sleep button, but the sleep button costs 1 coin. So I don't really want to do it unless I have to. But by putting these people here as low, it means they're on the same priority as the mud miners. But obviously the mud miners at least mine mud. If you've got someone in a merchant with nothing being sold, they literally just sit there and do nothing. But then I don't want to set the mud miners as regular, because the mud miners really aren't that important. So looking at things that our people can do, we're already fully exploiting this copper vein now. With any more workers on this, I think it is gone. You can see, yeah, 0.58. But obviously, as I've said to you guys before, it gets a bit glitchy. It's better to just leave that tiny little bit of excess there than build a whole new mine And it, like, the game is just so bad when it does this, when it allocates randomly, it doesn't allocate efficiently, it's not smooth at all, and it actually means you end up making less than if you just leave that little bit there. So we'll leave that little bit there. With the amount of ore win now, so yeah, we are getting a little bit of competition. You can see Otara is actually competing with us on price, even down to 4.5. But if that's the case, and we sort of get out-competed with copper ore, or at least the market's now a little bit more contested, I will simply just make more copper. You can see actually here, let's set these guys, these were on low and it's still filled. Let's set these guys as high, keep them all as high. We are using up 1.7 charcoal, but that's absolutely fine. This extra copper that's coming in is just about making us enough to use up all these axes. Yeah, things are going great. We've got how much? Okay, let's get all these back. And look how much money they're making. I think that's just because no, they actually generally are making 7.5 coins. What the hell? It's because meat, they make so much meat, and the meat is so profitable that it's selling at 3.5 coins. So wow, like these workers. Okay, now it's been more sensible. Okay, 4.66. I was going to say 7.4 is ridiculous, but yeah, 4.66. That is extremely profitable business though. That is pushing the artisans up from 3 coins to 4.2. So yeah, really profitable. And then let's see. We actually now with these guys make more than we did before because. Oh no, I think we were making 1 or 2 more leather. But meat, yeah, we were making a little bit more, so we just need 1 more butchers, but then we're actually sorted. And you can see there, look how many buffalo we've got spare. Have we been selling any? We have been selling buffalo at 1 point, sorry, when we go over 8, we sell it for 12. So we have got a little bit of buffalo spare in our other territories as well, let alone here. So I think I do get 1 more. We've got the jobs for it, obviously. We've got the jobs for it. We do need leather, because we are buying in leather at 1.5 coins, which is great. But as I said to you guys before, it's a little bit, the market's a little bit more ropey now. There's a lot more demand for it. In fact, they're actually pushing the price up to 2. That's how much the demand's running out. So I think producing our own leather is a shout. Because again, we've got the buffalo for it. And actually, we don't even have our industry running at full capacity. So if I employ some more workers here at high, that then is using up these new amount of leather that we're getting. In fact, actually, I think I just got, oh, I don't have enough axes. I think I'm going to get another butcher, overproduce the amount of leather we need. Because again, what is 2.9, isn't it? 2.9 leather, so we are producing now 3.8. Or actually, it's going to go up again because we're getting more people. So I don't know what's going on with the leather cloves. It still hasn't corrected its price. In fact, it's actually gone up by a tiny amount. But 2.1 coins is not a bad price at all, guys. At all. That is a really nice price. Because actually now, we can sell to free traders and still make 0.4 profit. And because also, our guys now make a little bit more leather clothes per person, 2.2 leather clothes, we're actually doing quite nicely. I think the reason is that it hasn't been gone up as well as it could is because of this artisan trading. Because actually, 0.2, even though it doesn't sound like a lot, that is quite a big knock to the productivity and efficiency. So I think actually we will find that it does correct itself and it does do a lot better. So actually then we can compete on leather clothes quite nicely because we're making more, they're cheaper, and then so we can start to supply more. But still, look at this, we're still getting sales at 3. So as I start to supply at hopefully 2.9 to undercut any other, well, not undercut actually, match them, and then hopefully get more sales. But now if we look, these butchers actually make good wealth. What I've been analysing is the average wealth, roughly, is 4 per worker. And obviously this goes up as you go through the ages, but it is about 4 per worker. Like here we can see 3, not good. Here it's about 2, terrible. But the tool makers, 4.5. As you start to put sieve points in, it gets more. So these workers now make, I think, just over 4. I think it's about 5. No, it's just under 5, because obviously 5 would be 30. So it's about 4.5 that they make. And that's with 4 sieve points. But these butchers now make 7.5 per worker, which is, and that's actually with the negative research as well. So yeah, that is brilliant stuff. So actually, guys, yeah, even in this short little episode here, which I didn't think anything would really happen, we've got a full 5 sieve points in leather clothes and even with that artisan debuff, making a nice amount of leather clothes at a great price. I've upgraded our butchers, so now we're just one butcher off fully supplying our leather, and we're making loads of meat. The problem is though, the meat again, we can't sell for less than 2.7 coins without making a loss. But if you look at 2.7 coins, we're still getting some trade in the last like 5 hours, so it's not terrible. And like I said, the 1.3, I didn't think he'd be able to catch up, because and yeah, look, he's running out of stock. He can't supply all these orders, so I think we can still stay at 2.7. The only problem is though, the price is just so high that we just again can't effectively sell. But what I always could do if I absolutely need to is oversupply our own markets to push that price down, and that just gives me a little bit more, maybe like 0.2 coins extra, so I can just drop the price down a little bit more. But again, that's quite tough, because then, you know, what a waste of all that meat that's just been supplied to the markets with no demand. But it's better than just being sitting in our stocks and filling up all our stocks until we've got no more space. I'm just demolishing this jewelry maker because I know I'm never going to make jewelry again. And I only built it because I thought we'd have to make our own jewelry to get the Becoming Chieftain, the 20 adornments. But actually, I never ended up using it, so I'm going to delete that. Just space for another tannery worker. And then I think that is it. We're actually... What the hell? What the heck? 20? What? We're getting 5 from them. But we really need more jobs. Like even our low jobs, they're all filling up. It's just really not good. But where the hell is it getting 20 from? That must be a glitch. That's why. That's why they're making the mud bricks out of clay. So we don't actually have enough mud. Let's get them on low. Them on regular. Dear Lord. Right, let's switch that to mud. Do not want clay being used up for mud bricks. That is, can't think of anything worse. So right, what I do need to do is set these to regular, because what I'm noticing is all these crappy jobs I just do not want filled are getting filled. So I'd rather the mud miners get filled than those pottery workers or the merchant job that doesn't have anything to sell. So I'm going to set them to regular. All of them to regular. Because I think actually it's 7.2 mud per mud, like brickmaker. Or 8 mud actually, now that we've got a bit more efficiency. So I think that's just under 3 mines worth. So now we're going to make a profit on the mud. We'll make a surplus on the mud. So I can then open another. Actually, no, we'll turn off one of them, because yeah, that will be 9. 3, we don't actually need this one. But yeah, so we need to find another industry to get into. And I've had to think about it, and the most profitable industries I've been told, and it does make sense, because I remember when I've played myself, you see really wealthy industries, and that is the alcohol industry, the leather clothes industry, the textiles industry, going into also the clothes industry. And then later on, you got like furniture making, rug making. They're the 2 later on ones I can think of right now. So they're ones that if you want to produce a huge amount of wealth while also then ruling on the markets, you want to go into. But if you wanted to go into textile/clothes, you need to obviously then produce either flax, wool, or cotton. On the market, none of any. None of any. There's literally been no flax sold at all. Like literally on the whole server. Only and the cotton and the wool is only from free traders, which means if we wanted to produce the textiles, we'd also have to then produce our own like cotton or wool or whatever. In our case, it would be flax, and there actually isn't any. So we have to put 7 points into that. Then we have to put 7 points into textiles, and then if we want to sell clothes, we have to put 7 points into that. And then when you look and you see that actually clothes are already being sold really in abundance, you have to put in like 8 civ points, or 16 civ points actually, technically 16 civ points, and you wouldn't even then really be competing for very high profit. So I think we'll just stick with leather clothes, because actually that is one at least where it seems the only people selling leather clothes is me, Haman's nation, and then the Carrier nation. So, and the whole server obviously wants leather clothes because they're such an abundant, or such a common resource. So leather clothes I think as well we need to stick with as our main industry. Everything else we will just find different things, maybe some copper to sell, or axes or whatever. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, leave it a like. If you're enjoying the series as a whole, then please consider subscribing to the channel. And then obviously, as I've mentioned a million times, we do have a Discord. The link is in the description. Please join, come say hi, and give some feedbacks on the videos, or suggest a new series or games you want me to try. Yeah, apart from that, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in episode 20. Ta-ra!